Yeah, okay, so we'll try this again. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna do something. Where is it? Where is it? Where? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, yeah, public to private. So, I don't know how much of it did not work. Eight minutes. So, it was all the way up to... Okay, got up to there and then it crashed. Okay, okay. So, yeah, this is not gonna work. Computer's not gonna help me this time. So, it is going to be the bottom of the first for the Dodgers here. They're coming back from commercial break. Ohtani will be leading off here. As I drop my phone into the floor here. It's Ohtani's going to go against Christopher Sanchez here. Ohtani hits the first pitch foul, 95 on the sinker. It is 0-1 to Ohtani. It is this one. Sanchez is 13-5 with a 2.57 ERA, 192 strikeouts and 43 walks, and 182 in the third innings. Second pitch is down low and outside. Excuse me. It is ball one. All right, so we'll go over here then. And Ohtani hits it, and Weston Wilson couldn't get the fielding on the baseball, so Ohtani is on safely. And with that, he is on first base. It brings up Mookie Betts. First pitch is low for ball. It is outside for ball one. There, why are the bases not working, dude? So it is 1-0. Ohtani on first. No one out yet. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. The 1-1 to Betts in there for strike two. I think the reason why it's not working is it's not noticeable. It's because of the color. There we go. That's better. All right, the 1-2 pitch from Christopher Sanchez is going to be thrown to first. Pickoff attempt number one. Hopefully this stream here stays up here. If you guys like this type of stuff, let me know. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,400 subscribers. Here is the 1-2 pitch to Mookie Betts. It is a swing and a miss. Oh yeah, I was going to do a K counter. Duh. Text. Where's text? So Mookie Betts strikes out, and there is now one out for the Phillies as Teoscar Hernandez comes up to the plate. It is called strike by inside. Sorry. Yeah, inside. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Christopher Sanchez. Teoscar hits a foul. It is 0-2. Just want to make sure I got the pitch count correct. It is 9. All right. The Dodgers line up Ohtani and Betts. Teoscar Hernandez, Freddie Freeman, Tommy Edman, Alex Call, Andy Pages, Kike Hernandez, and Ben Rotvert. Sanchez throws it back to first. Here is the 0-2 pitch from Sanchez. And that's going to be in disengagement. That is number 2. Alright, so now here is the 0-2 pitch. Teoscar hits it. Fielded by Stott. Throws to first. Ohtani advances to second on that. But there is 2 outs. We'll put the K counter on here. I actually want to... Sanchez has the second lowest ERA in the National League, only behind Paul Skeens. Jesus. So that brings up Freddie Freeman, and he grounds it to Stott and throws it to first in time. And the Phillies get out of it. Otto Kemp will lead off when we come back. Ohtani is at how many pitches? 16? 16. Alright, K counter 1. Alright, we're on commercial break, so you guys are not missing anything. So the 2025 National League East champions are off to a slow start, but it is only the second inning. I should probably add that. There we go. So Otto Kemp will lead off here in top of the second. Let's go around and look at the scores in the rest of the league here real quick while we can. Braves and Nationals in Game 2 of their doubleheader. It is still tied, top of the 7th here. No outs, excuse me. Blue Jays are beating the Rays 6-4. It is the bottom of the 9th. 1 out. Base runners on second and third for the Rays. Yankees are beating the Twins 10-8. The Rays actually just scored a run. It is now runners at first and second. It is 6-5 for them. For the Yankees-Twins game, Yankees have a runner at second. No out. Mariners are beating the Royals 10-5, top of the 9th. Runner at second for the Mariners. Baltimore is beating the White Sox 8-5. White Sox have a runner at first with 2 out. Rangers are losing to the Astros 6-1 in the bottom of the 7th. And the Marlins and the Rockies are in a rain delay 6-0 Marlins. And the Giants and the D-backs are also playing. They are in the middle of the third. Giants are beating the D-backs 5-3. Alright, so with that we are back. It is now time for the top of the second inning for the Phillies. They're describing the details on how to become a two-way player here. Damn it. Dominic Canzone has a 3-home run game. Oh my god. Alright, so, yep, Otto Kemp is going to be coming up here. It's the third time I said that, but They're still talking about Ohtani here. Alright, we're coming back officially. Ohtani looks ready to pitch to Otto Kemp. Ohtani has 3 MVPs. Here's the first pitch. It is down the middle for strike 1. Otto Kemp looking to preserve his spot into the postseason. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It is a swing and a miss. Bottom left corner, so it's strike 2. Okay, Otto Kemp is hitting .250 with 6 home runs, 24 RBIs, .318 on base percentage, and a .419 slugging in 54 games, I believe that said. 54 or 64. Here is the 0-2 pitch from Ohtani. It is high for ball 1. Kemp looks ready for his 1-2 pitch. So is Ohtani. He gets the signal. Here is the pitch. Way outside, 88 sweeper. Ball 2. Last 5 games for Otto Kemp is 7-4-16. Or 18, I don't know. Here, and the 2-2 pitch looks at it, and he is gone. Otto Kemp is out looking. So it brings up Max Kepler to the plate. First pitch to Kepler is a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, just hitting the corner for strike 1. Excuse me. Kepler looks ready for the 0-1 pitch, and here it comes. Another 100-mile-an-hour fastball. This time a little bit higher, but it is still strike 2. Kepler's hitting .221 this season. Here's the pitch. Just outside. 101 on the fastball for ball 1. Kepler versus Ohtani is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It is swung and foul. 91-mile-an-hour slider. So Kepler looks to get on base for the Phillies. It is a 1-2 count, 1 out here for the Phillies. In the top of the second, here's the pitch from Ohtani. It is a check swing, and it is no swing at all. It is a ball 2 for Max Kepler. 80-mile-an-hour curveball, I should say. Not 80. Excuse me. Kepler calls time. Ohtani looks ready. Kepler looks ready. Here is the 2-2. Fastball down the middle. Well, down low in the middle part of the strike zone. Grounded to second. Easily fielded. And it is 2 away. And it's going to be Weston Wilson coming up. They're showing up the same game parlay presented by FanDuel. FanDuel. Woo. Weston Wilson hit his 5th home run last night against the Dodgers. He looks at a 99-mile-an-hour fastball touching the strike zone for strike 1. The K counter is for the Phillies, not for the Dodgers. Weston Wilson takes another pitch for a strike, this time on the outer part of the strike box. Weston Wilson's hitting .202 with 5 home runs. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ohtani looking to get that strike 3 call, but he doesn't get it. Another fastball, 100 on that one. Ohtani wanted that strike 3 call. He wanted to end the inning. He just pitched it way too far out. The 1-2 pitch is a swing and miss. Ohtani has 3 strikeouts at 31 pitches. Ohtani is dealing early, so that's not great. Alright, Sanchez is at 11. And we are on commercial break, so you guys are not missing anything. It is still a 0-0 game going to the bottom of the second, where Tommy Edman will lead off. Ooh. Oh, J-Ram. In the WNBA, because there's only 2 games and they're in the playoffs. You'll go over and Sky Smith. No, there's one more. Yeah, over. Let's go under, actually. 99. Actually, now we'll go over. So, the Las Vegas Aces are beating the Seattle Storm 45-44. That game is at halftime. And the Atlanta Dream lost to the Indiana Fever 77-60. Other than that, that is it. The Mariners scored 2 more runs. It is now 12-5. The Mariners will look to hold on to that lead, as the Royals are already down to their second to last out. No score so far for the Braves and Nationals in the second game of their doubleheader. Marlins and Rockies are still in a rain delay, so nothing new there. As we are coming back from commercial break, Christopher Sanchez. Verizon reliable performance. Last 3 starts for Sanchez, 2-0. 3 earned runs, 19 strikeouts to 2 walks. No home runs allowed, and a .95 whip. And all 3 starts were quality starts, as he's pitched 20 innings in those last 3 starts. Sanchez to the first pitch for Tommy Edman. It is way outside. Changeup way outside for ball 1. Sanchez is ready. The 0-1 pitch to Edman is fly ball to center field. Bader's doing the crab walk, and he has it for the first out of the second. So it is now going to be Alex Call for the Dodgers coming up to the plate. Sanchez is not that guy where you would see him throw heat, because he doesn't throw heat. I'd say maybe like 94 max on a cutter fastball type. Here's the first pitch to Alex Call from Sanchez. It is 96 sinker for ball 1. Could have gotten the call there. It did hit the strike zone, but he just didn't get it. So Sanchez looking to get the strike call. Here's this 0-1 pitch. Right at just a couple more inches inside. He gets the call. It is strike 1. 95 on that sinker this time. Call setting 266 so far this season. Here's the 1-1 to him. Low. Changeup did not change as much as Sanchez wanted. It is 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch to Alex Call. Fly ball, left field. Marsh is going back, but it's going to the stands. So it is 1-0 Dodgers. It is his 5th home run of the season, I believe. Yeah, 5th home run of the season. I was hoping the Phillies would do it, but... Okay, that's not supposed to show the Phillies logo, but you get the point. It is now 1-0 Dodgers. Sanchez, first pitch to Andy Pages is a swing and a miss for strike one. Alright, just want to make sure I was at the right score here. Twins are making it a 10-9 game right now against the Yankees. Alright, 0-1 count to Pages. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back change-ups right there for 2 strikes. And looks like Pages called timeout. 276 average for Pages, 317 on base percentage, 25 home runs and 81 RBIs so far for Pages. I mean, they're all the same basically. It's the Dodgers. They always spend a lot of money. Also, not a big fan of the 10 o'clock West Coast games, but what do you expect? The 0-2 count is inside for ball 1. This time he went with the sinker. And it sounds like it's right here. Okay. 1-2 pitch to Pages. 88 on that, and it gets over the head of Stott. So it will be a single. There's 1 out. So Pages lines it to left. It is Sanchez's first home run allowed in 55 2/3 innings. So runner on first, 1 out. It's going to be Enrique Hernandez, Kiki Hernandez, same thing. So here is the first pitch to Hernandez. Fly ball. First base side, it is into the seats, foul ball. Hernandez is hitting 189 with 8 home runs, 27 RBIs, in 85 games, has a .330 slugging percentage and a .247 on-base percentage. Sanchez looks ready. Hernandez looks ready. Marchand looks ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nope. And it is now 0-2 to Hernandez. The 0-2 pitch. Everybody looks ready. And there's another step off for Sanchez. He just moves his left foot up and just doesn't do anything. Hernandez is .222 with 7 doubles and a triple, 6 home runs against the Phillies in his career. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It is flied foul. 97 on that one. I'm not expecting the Phillies to win tonight because they got absolutely drunk last night, celebrating. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It is fly ball left field. This ball is crushed. So, with that, it is not a good sign for the Phillies right now. So it is now 3-0 Dodgers. That ball went 415 feet. They're going to have a mound visit for Sanchez. So that's not a great start. Still 1 out. Goes to the sinker against Ben Rotvet. Wortvet, I guess, is what his last name is. So it's 0-1 to him. Here is the 0-1. It is a swing and a miss for strike 2. That is a very weird bat stance for him. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. That slider slid way too much. Ball one. It is the third time in Sanchez's career of allowing 2 or more home runs in an inning. Here's the 1-2. It is a sinker that is just a bit outside for ball 2. Sanchez trying to make his comeback here. It is the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul tip. I believe that's what it is. Excuse me. He is gone. So the K counter goes up to 2. Wow. Amazing, right? It is now going to be... it's 30 pitches, excuse me. It is Ohtani back up, 1 for 1, and he gets a 97-mile-an-hour sinker inside for ball 1. For strike 1, excuse me. Single in the first as Weston Wilson couldn't field it properly. What the heck was that? That changeup went straight to the dirt. And I mean, like, directly at the dirt. I'm not joking. Ohtani looks ready. Sanchez looks ready. Marchand he's happy to be here. The 1-1 pitch. Just down low for ball 2. 96 on the sinker there on that second ball there. Alright. The 2-1 pitch to Ohtani is swing and a miss. Sanchez looking for his 3rd strikeout here, this time against Ohtani. Ohtani has 2 triples when he is starting and hitting this season. Sanchez looks ready. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 88 changeup. So he gets 3 strikeouts so far this outing. But the Dodgers get on the board first, and they get 3 runs. It's 3-0 Dodgers. Yes. Alright. Alright, if you guys like this setup between the scoreboard and the K counter, let me know down in the chat. Also, ask me any questions. I'm down to answer any of them if you have any. Trust me, I am. Alright, so... Alright, Sanchez is at 35. I need to make a note of that, actually. I have a post-it note right here. Sanchez... 35. I mean, okay, I'm okay if they don't win here tonight. I mean, they are coming off a day where they celebrated so hard. At least they didn't celebrate at Xfinity Live. But it is what it is. Alright, they're coming back from commercial. They're showing the celebration from last night. There he is, doused in beer, champagne. So it is 3-0 Dodgers. coming to the top of the third here. Where is my remote? So it's up there. Turn that down. They are 2 games behind the Brewers for the first seed. Brewers and Phillies are the only teams to be locked in the National League right now, if not the only teams to be clinched right now. And they are the 2 teams that will right now receive a bye for the wild card. So looks like we're ready for the top of the third here. It's going to be Bryson Stott here. It's going to be 8-9-1 here for the Phillies, as Ohtani is done with his warm-up pitches. Stump the Fans question is, who is the last player to win consecutive NL MVP awards? I don't know. Alright, first pitch to Bryson Stott is a fast... That's not a fastball. That's a... Oh, it is a fastball. 94 on the fastball? That's un-Ohtani-like. 258 average for Bryson Stott. He has a 16-game on-base streak. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Way outside. There's the fastball we were looking for. It is 1-1. Alright, Stott looks ready. Ohtani is ready. The 1-1 pitch from Ohtani. Fly ball. Left field. And he has... Yep, he's got it. First out of the inning for the Phillies. And it's going to be Rafael Marchand. First pitch is outside, ball 1. 99 on that one. The 1-0 to Marchand is inside and low for ball 2. 99 on that one as well. The 2-0 from Ohtani is hit foul first base side, as he went to the cutter this time, Ohtani did. Marchand hitting 194 with 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Here is the 2-1 from Ohtani. Fastball, fly ball, left center field, and Pajes has it. It is out number 2. And it's going to be back to the top of the order here for Harrison Bader. Oh for 1 as of right now. Here's the first pitch. Hits the corner of the box for strike 1. Alright, Harrison Bader is ready. Quick pitch to him is inside, 100 on the fastball. It is ball 1. Bader heading to 84. Here's another quick pitch. 87 slider, grounded to third, and fielded. And it is the end of the inning for the Phillies. Alright, so Ohtani's at 41. Alright. Just making mental notes just so I can get this done quicker. It is still 3-0 Dodgers. As of right now, the Phillies have no hits, but one walk from Bryce Harper. But I also want to point out that they did make a couple roster moves today. A couple roster moves for the Phillies. They have placed Edmundo Sosa on the 10-day injured list. Shame. It's a bummer. They did call up Rafael Antigua, and he will be covering Sosa's position on the 26-man, well, 28-man in this case. The IL stint for Sosa would have started 3 days ago, as the retroactive date would have started on Saturday. And in order to have Antigua on the Major League roster, they had the DFA Brewer Hicklin. So Sosa's on the IL, Antigua gets called up, and Hicklin gets DFA'd. They're almost out of commercial break here. They're showing the Pans zoom out of Dodger Stadium. Doing right there looks very familiar. But is the bottom of the third here for the Dodgers. Ooh. Sanchez is at 35 pitches, has allowed 4 hits and 3 runs. Here is Mookie Betts. First pitch is up high for ball 1. 96 on the sinker. Betts is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first, looking for his 20th home run of the season. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Wouldn't even matter if he swung anyways. That ball hit the strike zone. It is strike 1. Alright, Sanchez looks ready. Here is the 1-1-2 Mookie Betts. Sinker, line drive, caught by Bryson Stott. 1 away. Wow. He was right there at the right time. They had gone at least like 110 on that. Yeah, 108. Wow. Okay. Well, here's Teoscar Hernandez. Takes a corner pitch for a strike. Hernandez is also 0 for 1 with the ground out in the first, looking for his 25th homer of the season. Here is the 0-1 pitch to him. It is a swing and a miss, not even close to the box. It is 0-2. We're at 40. So it is an 0-2 count to Hernandez, looking to stay alive. Here is the pitch. It is a sinker, 96, hit foul behind home plate. And it stays 0-2. Alright, Hernandez is ready. Sanchez is ready. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball, left field. Marsh is there. 2 out. Yeah, that ball was shallow left. Not like the other 2 home run pitches that they had. They're showing the photos from last night's celebration. Taijuan Walker getting doused. Alright. Freddie Freeman's up to the plate, and he takes inside for ball 1. Here is the 1-0-2 Freddie Freeman. Swing and a miss. It is 1-1. Freeman grounded out in the first, looking for his 21st home run of the year. Not an even number this time. Woo. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to first. Harper's got it. Touches the bag, and the inning is over. No hits for the Dodgers. And they're showing more pictures as the Phillies are down 3-0. Sanchez is at 45. $41. Bam, bam, bam. Look how fast that was. We are on commercial break, so you guys are not missing anything. Braves and Nationals will be going to the bottom of the ninth. Still no score in that game. 2.5 hits, runs are behind. That's great. Yankees hold on to win against the Twins 10-9. Orioles hang on to beat the White Sox 8-7. Andrew Benintendi hit a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 8th. Astros are still leading the Rangers, but is now 6-5. Marlins and Rockies are still in a rain delay. Giants are beating the D-backs 5-4, bottom of the 5th here. And that is all the other games that are on as of now. It is this game, the Braves Nationals, Rangers Astros, Marlins Rockies, and the Giants D-backs. We are back as they're saying the round 4th inning, presented by Toyota. Wow. It is going to be Kyle Schwarber up to hit here against Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani looking to get out of this with a 1-2-3 inning once again. Here's the first pitch. Way up high. 99 on the fastball for ball 1. Schwarber struck out in his first at-bat. Here's the 1-0. Just missing the corner. It is 2-0. Schwarber looking to get on base here. Here is the 2-0. Slider looking like a sinker, but it is in there for strike 1. I don't know why I hit ball. That was a strike. And the 2-1 to Schwarber is a fly ball to left field. Call at the shade of the warning track. Makes the catch. 1 away. They're having a flash sale on Marlins series tickets. Sale ends on Thursday at 11:59 p.m. You guys should take the deal there. Here is Bryce Harper as he hits one foul, either towards the third base side or behind home plate. Alright, the 0-1 pitch to Harper, who walked in his first at-bat. Hits one foul, and it is now quickly 0-2. 100-mile-an-hour fastball on that one from Ohtani. Harper is the only player to reach on base against him. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it is a swing and a miss. He is out on strikes. 2 away, and it's going to be Brandon Marsh. Ohtani is dealing right now, as he's another out away from potentially throwing up a no-hitter. Tigers better than the Phillies. Who clinched the division first, George? Marsh takes one low. It is 0-1. It is a 73-mile-an-hour curveball from Ohtani. Marsh grounded out in his first at-bat, looking to hit his 11th home run. The 0-1 pitch is just outside. Ball one. If you guys had Matt Vierling, then you'd probably win the division. I'm just saying. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Ohtani. It is the same spot, 87 on the slider for ball two. The same spot where that fastball was. Phillies division is weak. Well, too bad our division is worse than most other teams. The 2-1 is fouled. Oh, no, it's a swing and a miss, excuse me. It is 2-2. Ohtani goes back to the sinker, hitting the corner of the strike box. 52 pitches so far for Ohtani here. 31 strikes to 21 balls. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch. And it is hit foul. Marsh stays alive. Man, that dude caught it. Wow, he caught that. At least he brought a glove. Alright, once again, here's the 2-2 pitch from Ohtani. 89 on the slider. Hit foul, first base side. I don't know why I did that. It's a foul. The foul ball actually went to the Phillies dugout. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And it is inside. 80-mile-an-hour curveball hitting dirt. And in full count. Shoot. These jerseys right here are actually real. The three here I bought actually at the ballpark. So, haha. Seventh pitch so far in this at-bat. Hey, there's my Nightbot. There it is. Full count to Brandon Marsh. Here's the pitch. 96 fastball, a sinker, excuse me. Grounded to second. Easy field. And the inning is over for the Phillies. Still no one getting on base for them besides Harper's walk. And it is still... we're 56. It is still 3-0 Dodgers. Oh, I need that. We're at 45 for Sanchez. Alright, we're on a commercial break, so you guys are not missing anything. Bottom ninth still for the Braves and Nationals game. Let's go there real quick. Mound visit for the Braves. Jeez. Go there. And go there. Or not. Can you commentate my hockey games? I don't know hockey. Don't know much about hockey. Do you want to do sports commentary? Yeah, I do actually. Okay, what the hell is going on? Is it their end? It has to be their end. Yeah, I think it's their end here. Yep, there it goes. Alright. Nothing was showing up there in a sec for the last minute there. Don't know what happened. Alright, we're back from commercial break. Once again, we're at fourth inning presented by Toyota. Wow. We should probably make the thing 0 outs. Alright, it's going to be Tommy Edman up to the plate here. They're showing the injury report for the Phillies. Rafael Lantigua was selected from AAA, with Sosa being placed on the injured list. Lions or Ravens? I'm going to go with the Ravens. I just don't think the Lions are ready yet to face a big... Well, they are, but I don't think that their big game against the Bears would do much. Here's the first pitch to Edman, and it is hit foul for strike one. 96 on the sinker there. Edman flied out in his first at-bat in the second inning. Synchron. What is Synchron, bro? Alright, here is the 0-1 pitch from Sanchez. It is another sinker, 96. It is strike two. Broncos or Lions? Okay, that's actually kind of tough there. I would go Lions, honestly. I think they'll beat the Broncos defense. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Edman. It is a 87 slider hit foul, so it stays 0-2. Rob Thompson's the fourth manager in history to reach the postseason in his first full 4 seasons in his career. Mike Matheny, Aaron Boone, and Dave Roberts are the other 3. Alright, once again, here is the 0-2 pitch. Down low, changeup, hits the dirt for ball 1. Nick Benito has more pressures than any other team combined. Yeah, but still, I would think they will beat him in the run game. If John Morton doesn't use a high school playbook, the Lions will win. 1-2 is hit foul. I don't know. Ravens are kind of a tough team. Solid defense. 1-2 pitch from Sanchez once again is hit towards the third base side. It is hit fair, and he is safe. There was really no play for Kemp there. He wasn't going to really get Edman as he's pretty fast. He dove for the ball. He took too long to get up. So yeah, there was no chance of getting him. Phillies pitching right now? Yes, they are. Sanchez is up once again. I don't know if this is blurry because I don't know. But yeah, Sanchez is back up in the bottom of the fourth. Sanchez actually throws a sinker pretty much down the middle for strike one against Alex Call, who is 1-for-1 with his solo home run back in the second. All right, 0-1 is low, back to changeup. Called ball. Braves and Nationals are going to extras here. Still no score. Edman is inching out of first. No steal. Here's the 1-1. Hits the right side of the box for strike two. So it is 1-2 for Alex Call. No one out, runner on first. Call called his timeout here. Edman looking to steal second to avoid the double play here. Or the next at bat. Here's the 1-2. It is called strike three. Got him looking. K counter. Once again, goes up to 4. I will listen to this as I sleep. I mean, if you want to. Oh, look at that. The Braves actually scored a run. It's a miracle. Miracle in Washington, ladies and gentlemen. It is Andy Pajes up to the plate. It is in there for strike one. 96 on that one. Okay, yeah. Twins almost won, down 10-1. It's the Yankees bullpen. What do you expect? Was it the Yankees bullpen? No, I'm thinking. Yeah, it was the Yankees bullpen. What do you expect? All right, 0-1 count to Pages. It is hit foul, first base side. It is 0-2. And I believe Pages is calling his timeout. Yes, he is. Dodgers looking to add on to their lead. They are up 3-0. Pages is 1-for-1 right now. Sanchez looking to get another strikeout here. All right, 0-2 count. Everybody looks ready. Here is the pitch. Hit towards the second base side. It is a hit. Edman goes to third. So we got ducks on the pond here with 1 out. Twins will forever be a poverty franchise. Yeah, they will. I don't know how he hit that, but he hit it. And Weston Wilson was nowhere to be seen. He was covering the second base bag when he should have been towards the middle. Be kind in the live stream. All right, it's going to be Kike Hernandez here, 1-for-1, 2 RBIs. I believe that was from the home run from earlier. Dodgers have runners at first and third with 1 out. Phillies looking to get out of it. First pitch, fly ball, left field. Marsh is going back. This will be enough to get Edman home. So it's going to be 4-0 Dodgers. We're at 59. Okay. So sac fly from Kike Hernandez. He now has 3 RBIs in this game. It is now 4-0 Dodgers. As Ben Rotvet is coming into plate. Your mom called. Jeez. All right. Rotvet is 0-for-1, hitting 156. That first pitch just missed. Sinker down low for ball 1. Rotvet struck out in the second here. Sanchez looking to get out of this inning, limiting to just 1 run this inning. 61st pitch coming up right here. It is a I'm sorry, but Rotvet's batting stance is horrible. I can see why he's hitting 156. Here's the 1-1. Way outside. Slider slid too much. Ball 2. Sanchez not having one of his best games, but they're also coming off from celebrating last night, so not really surprising. Here is the 2-1 pitch here. Ground ball, second base. They're going to get the throw the first in time, and the inning is over. Phillies allow 1 run, but only, I believe it was 2 hits, 1 run, and that was all they needed to get out of this inning. But it did add on to the Dodgers' lead. It is 4-0. And we are on commercial break, so you guys are not missing anything. I know Tony's at 56. As a white boy from Philly, how's it feel being the minority? Don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Don't know what you're talking about. Surprised Nightbot made an appearance here. Astros hold on to the Rangers. It is 6-5 Astros. They won that one. D-backs and Giants are tied at 5. D-backs have runners at first and second with 1 out. Marlins and Rockies are out of their rain delay. It is Still 6-0 Marlins in the bottom of the 7th. And the Braves are still up 1-0, top of the 10th. Runners on the corners with 1 out. That's all we got right now. So I forgot I did that. Go ahead and join the Discord. If you don't do it, you get 10 years of bad luck. I don't know what I don't know what it feels like to be a minority as I live in a small rural town. Ben might. At least he should. I don't know. Just saying. Alright, coming out of commercial break here. Phillies looking to at least get something going on here, as they are still getting no hit against Ohtani. Ohtani's back out for the top of the 5th here. It's going to be Otto Kemp once again. Ohtani has 56 pitches, 34 of them strikes, 4 strikeouts to 1 walk, no hits, no runs. Woo. Otto Kemp is 0 for 1 so far, hitting under 250. And he's going to be stepping onto the batter's box here. Here's the first pitch. It is a sweeper that actually looked like a pretty good sweeper for strike 1. And here is the 0-1. And Ohtani's doing quick pitches. It is a fly ball, foul towards the grandstand to the first base side. It is quickly 0-2. Kemp struck out in the 2nd inning, looking to get on base. I believe he called his timeout, that's why it's taking a little bit here. And 0-2 count from Ohtani is way upstairs for ball 199 on the fastball. We're at 59, correct? Yes. And here comes another quick pitch from Ohtani. And curveball hit foul, third base side. It stays 1-2. Once again, Otto Kemp looking to solidify his position for the postseason here. 1-2 count here. Here's the pitch. 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Hit foul. Again, it is still 1-2. Kemp looks ready. Ohtani is ready. Here's the pitch. It is a swing and a miss. Kemp goes out swinging once again. Actually, no, he went out looking the first time. But he's out once again on strikes. 90 on that ball that he swung and missed for strike 3. Kepler's in. 99 fastball just outside for ball 1. Ohtani's 1-0 to Kepler is flied to left field. Call at the warning track is going to make it at the wall. Just missed it, Kepler did. That ball traveled pretty far. 369 feet here. And since there's no wind, it wasn't going to carry out of the ballpark. But Call jumps at the right time and gets it to the wall. And it's going to be Matt Olson just hit a 3-run triple. It's going to be Weston Wilson here. Ball 1, slider hits, almost hits the dirt. Wilson struck out in the second here. It is the 1-0 pitch to Wilson. It's flied and foul. So it is 1-1. 98 on that one. Wilson's ready. Ohtani is as well. Here is the 1-1. Down low, sweeper swept too much. It is ball 2. Ohtani is ready. Here is the 2-1 pitch. Wilson, fly ball, right field towards Hernandez, makes the catch, and the Phillies are still hitless. Ohtani gets out of that in 12 pitches. Uh, 63. Bam. Alright, we're on commercial break, so you guys are not missing anything right now. Besides the fact that the Phillies are getting no hit as of right now, it is a no-hitter going on brewing for Ohtani. The only base runner to reach on for the Phillies has been Bryce Harper. Harper is the only one that has gotten on base. I'm going to move the K counter down there because I forgot the chat was right there. Wow, I really do not stream as much. Showing a Pringles ad and another Toyota ad. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? But the Braves actually get on the board first. As I said, it is 4-0. Kepler has hit the farthest ball for the Phillies, and it was still a flyout. Anything happens, am I right? Right? No? Okay. Giants and D-backs are still tied at the top of the 7th. Marlins and Rockies are still at the same score at the top of the 8th. Alright, we're almost back from commercial break. They're showing the T-Mobile coverage cam, and it's going to be the Phillies celebrating once again. What a surprise. 4Ks for 163. So we're getting on to the bottom of the 5th now. It is still 4-0 Dodgers. Sanchez looking to get a 1-2-3 inning for the first time this game. He is going against Shohei Ohtani here. Here's the first pitch. It is way low and outside for ball 1. Ohtani is 1 for 2 with the single back in the first. Beach ball is going around. Here's the 1-0. Hits the corner of the box. 87 slider for strike 1. Ohtani is ready. Sanchez is ready. Here is the 1-1. Fouled towards the first base side. It is now 1-2. Sanchez looking for his 5th strikeout of the game here. Ohtani is ready. Sanchez is ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ohtani is out. Looking. He's out. Swinging. Excuse me. So now there's one out here in the bottom of the 5th here. Ohtani just went out swinging. And he is not happy. Here is Mookie Betts. 0 for 2 so far. Here is the first pitch to him. Ball in the dirt. Changeup 89 on that one. It is ball 1. Dodgers have Justin Robleski in the bullpen warming up. Here is the 1-0. Not in the dirt, but it's still low for ball 2. 69th pitch was a ball. Not nice. Betts struck out and lined out in his 2 at-bats tonight. Here's the 2-0. Fly ball hit foul to first base side. 96 on the sinker. Betts looking for his first hit tonight. Looking to add on to the Dodgers' lead. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. Fly ball once again. Sinker towards the first base side. Towards right field. And it is 2-2. Sanchez doesn't like the call there. Showing a hand shot of Rob Thompson here. Pitch clock is at 1. Here is the 2-2. Betts hits it, diving, goes stot, and he gets the first hit of his game of tonight. Mookie Betts gets a single sharp towards shortstop. Stott couldn't get there, and it rolls to left field, and it is a single, and it brings up Teoscar Hernandez. I don't think Stott had a chance to get that ball there. That ball pretty much got past him. He wasn't close enough. So Sanchez's first pitch to Hernandez is a swing and a miss. 0-1. Betts will probably try and steal to avoid the double play here. Hernandez is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a line out. Here is the 0-1. Swung and a miss. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Change up on that one. And Hernandez calls his timeout. He's going back to the batter's box right now. 15 on the play clock here. Hernandez and Sanchez are ready. Here is the 0-2 pitch. And I would have said that, but he throws it to first. Mookie is safe. No doubt about it. Sanchez looking for his 6th K of the game here. The 0-2 pitch to Hernandez. Ground ball, second. 4-6-3 double play. Hernandez grounds into a double play and ends the inning. So, Phillies get out of it without allowing any runs. They still allow 1 hit, strike out. Yeah, they struck out 1. They allowed 1 hit. They left that runner on base until Hernandez grounded to the double play. So, all in all, it is still 4-0 Dodgers. And the Phillies will be coming up to try and get their first hit of the game. Ohtani's at 68. And then Sanchez is at 75. 12 pitch inning from Sanchez right there. That's a good thing to see. Participants. Yay. If you guys like this kind of stuff, let me know in the chat or the comments below if you're watching this after the live stream happened. Dodgers are going to bring in Justin Robleski in for Ohtani. W-R-O-B-L-E. Hopefully I spelled that correctly. Wrobleski. Okay, cool. So Justin Robleski is coming in for Ohtani. Ohtani pitched 5 shutout innings and no hits. Ohtani is staying in as a designated hitter. Surprise, surprise. But if the Dodgers do want to try and get the no-hitter, it will be a combined no-hitter at the most. It's going to be Bryson Stott to lead off this inning, followed by Rafael Marchand and Harrison Bader. But once again, Ohtani is out pitching-wise. They're going to bring in Justin Robleski, 4-5 record with a 3.82 ERA, 68 strikeouts to 17 walks, and 61 in a third innings. Bryson Stott, first pitch is just up in the corner for ball 1. Stott flew out in his first at-bat in the third. Here's the 1-0, hits the corner for strike 1, 94 on the sinker. Stott is ready. Robleski, here's the pitch. Ground ball towards second. Fielded properly. 1 away. Phillies looking to get their first hit of the game. Damn, Edman looks almost bald. Shave all that hair off and he's bald. Make him the next Zach Wheeler. So Robleski's going to now go against Rafael Marchand, hitting from the right-hand side. Here's the first pitch. Curveball in there for strike 1. Marchand flied out in the third in his first at-bat, hitting 191. Here's the second pitch. It is a ball. Fastball up there for ball 1. Five and a third innings without allowing a hit for the Dodgers. Marchand just looks at strike 2. That's not 1-1. Yeah, there we go. Fastball towards the outside part of the box. He didn't feel like swinging there. So it's now 1-2. Here's the pitch. And down low slider. That slid probably too much. It is 2-2. We're at 7. Okay. 2-2 count for Rafael Marchand here in the top of the 6th. Robleski is ready. Here's the pitch. It is 97. Goes past the infield. The Phillies have their first hit of the game. Rafael Marchand breaks up this no-hitter. And the Phillies have a runner on first. And they will turn to the top of the order here. Robleski threw it down the middle, and it gets past Tommy Edman. Edman, once again, is right towards second base. They were playing a shift. So Edman had no chance at getting that. So Harrison Bader will now come in with a runner on first. 1 out. Here's the first pitch. It is down low. Slider. Just missing the strike zone. It is ball 1. Almost dropped my phone there. It is 1-0. Bader's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. Robleski's ready. Here's the second pitch here. Fly ball hit towards left field. Marchand will stay at second. And just like that, Phillies have runners at first and second for Kyle Schwarber here. Phillies have gotten 2 hits so far this inning. Marchand and Harrison Bader go back-to-back here. Bader just hits a fastball down the middle. I don't think that was a fastball. That was probably a slider. Oh, it was a cutter. 90-mile-an-hour cutter that he hits over the third base side. So once again, Kyle Schwarber is up here. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Phillies trying to not hit into a double play and trying to get onto the board here. Robleski is ready. Schwarber is ready. The first pitch to him is outside for ball one. Slider on that one. Wow, Mickey Moniak hit a home run. Shocker. Schwarber is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Looking for at least an RBI here to add on to this total. Here is the 1-0. Inside, could have hit his hands, but it didn't. It is 2-0. Schwarber is ready. Robleski is ready. 13th pitch from him is right here, and it is outside once again. Slider. 3-0. Don't be surprised if Schwarber doesn't swing at 3-0 counts. He does not like to do that. Bryce Harper is on deck. Here is the 3-0 pitch to Kyle Schwarber. And he takes it. Fastball 94 for strike one. There we go. So Schwarber, he might have not swung at the 3-0 count, but he will have a 3-1 count here. Here's the pitch. It is a fly ball. Center field, it will drop right in front of Pages. Nobody will go home. The throw goes to second, and the Phillies have the bases loaded here. Bases loaded for Bryce Harper here. 1 out. Schwarber at first. Bader at second. Marchand at third. They're going to have a mound visit for Robleski. Once again, that ball was down the middle. Robleski allowing the first 3 hits of the Phillies. And they could take at least one here. One would be nice. More would be great, obviously, but need at least one. Edgardo Henriquez is warming up for the Dodgers in the bullpen. Dodgers trying to not allow a run to score and keeping this game as it is. Once again, Schwarber at first. Bader at second. Marchand at third. 1 out in the top of the 6th here for Bryce Harper. Mound visit is done. Castellanos is walking around in the dugout. He's taking a seat. Harper's ready. Robleski is ready. Here is the first pitch. Swing in. It gets over towards right center field. Hernandez gets it. 2 will score. Bader and Marchand score. Harper's in with a double. So with that, oh no. It is 4-2 Phillies. Second and third, 1 out. Phillies are on the board. 2 runs scored from Harper's double. And it's now 4-2 Dodgers. First pitch swing is Bryce Harper towards that right center field. And Harper is hyped up. And it brings up Brandon Marsh. Still 1 out. Harper's 32nd double of the season here. Here's the first pitch to Marsh, and it's in there for strike 1. We're at 17, so I'm going to add on that. Marsh is 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs, looking to add on to the damage here. Here's the second pitch. Swung and foul behind home plate, and it is quickly 0-2. Marsh looking to add on to this inning, which is pretty helpful right now since Ohtani's not in. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Swing, hit, fly ball, right field. Hernandez going back, and that ball is gone. Brandon Marsh. That's number 11 for Brandon Marsh. And it is it's 3 runs, excuse me. It is a 3-run home run from Brandon Marsh. 11th home run of the season, and the Phillies have the lead. The Dodgers blow their 4-0 lead. And the Dodgers are going to take out Robleski in favor of the righty. Marsh's 11th home run this season, second home run against lefties. Robleski is gone. It is now time for Edgardo Henriquez. So we're going to go back to a commercial break. I'm going to get some water. You guys are not going to miss a thing. I'll be back. Also, the Braves won 5-0. Emotional roller coaster right there. 5-4 Phillies going back to a bullpen change. All right, so excuse me. All right. Excuse me. Wow. Still trying to take it in from that rally there. We're back. Phillies are up 5-4. They did bring in Edgardo Henriquez. And they're showing Phillies fans that are pretty happy. I can say that right now. So, once again, Edgardo Henriquez is in for the Dodgers. He has a 1.83 ERA. He is 1-1 with 15 innings, 4 walks to 12 Ks. Here's the first pitch to Otto Kemp. It is a 100-mile-an-hour fastball for a 100-mile-an-hour sinker for ball 1. Oh, wow. Kemp has struck out twice tonight, looking for his first hit of the game, trying to add on to the lead. Here is the 1-0. Swung and miss. Swing and miss from Otto Kemp there. It is 1-1. Once again, 100-mile-an-hour sinker. And the 1-1 pitch to Otto Kemp. Fly ball. It is popped up towards right field. They're going to give it to Pages, who traveled the farthest. And with that, there's 2 out. So it's going to be Max Kepler. 0 for 2 with the ground out and a fly out. Once again, looking for his first hit of the game. Here is the first pitch, presented by Geico. And it hits the box. Once again, 100-mile-an-hour sinker. But call it a ball. Oh, that's a fastball. Okay. Sinker and fastball, top 100. Got it. All right. Here's the 1-0 to Max Kepler here. Fly ball right to field. Hernandez is just going to watch. Home run, Max Kepler. I'm working on it, don't worry. Team 1 and 1. 1. So it is now 6-4 Phillies. Wish there was an easier way to do this, but there is not. 17th home run of the season for Max Kepler, and it now brings up Weston Wilson. Ball 1 to him. It is the 6th. Okay. That was a 102 sinker from Henriquez. 0 for 2 for Weston Wilson. Once again, looking for his first hit as he struck out and flied out in his first 2 at-bats. Here is the 1-0. check swing. Did not get the ball in the strike zone. It is 2-0. Wilson's ready. Here is the 2-0 pitch. Presented by State Farm, probably. I don't know. That ball is low. Sinker sunk too much. It is 3-0. Phillies have a 6-run inning here in the 6th. Looking to add on to this lead. I don't know if Weston Wilson will swing at this 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. 101 sinker hits the zone for strike 1. So it is now a 3-1 count for Weston Wilson. Phillies have 29-14 record. Best record since August 1st. 14 comeback wins. And Weston Wilson takes a walk. So Weston Wilson walks, and Bryson Stott is up for the second time this at-bat. Once again, looking to add on to this lead. Stott is ready. Henriquez is not. Now he is. Looking at the runner at first. Here is... Oh, they called time. It is a pitch clock violation on Henriquez. So Henriquez gets tagged for pitch timer violation. So it's now 1-0 for Henriquez and Stott. Runner at first. Henriquez looks at first. He's ready. And here is the 1-0 pitch. 101 top part of the box was considered out, but they still gave it to him. It is a strike. 0 for 2 for Bryson Stott. Fly out and ground out. Once again, looking for his first hit here. Here is the 1-1 to Bryson Stott. Runner goes. Throw to second is not in time. They might challenge that. It will be Weston Wilson's second stolen base of the season. It was a solid jump. Ooh, that was close. He's out. He's out. They're going to challenge. Dodgers are challenging. They're going to say that he's out. His hand was maybe like a half an inch, like half a foot away from hitting second base. Wilson had a solid jump, but he's out. Betts touched him. He tagged him in the butt. The inning's over. He's out. I mean, there's no way they're going to say he's safe. He's not even anywhere close to touching that bag. So they are saying he is out. But not before the Phillies add 6. And it is now 6-4 Phillies. Oh, change that to 0. Alright, you guys are not going to be missing anything. It is on a commercial break. The question is, will Sanchez at least try and have a 1-2-3 inning this time? I mean, that'd be nice, but can't always get what you deserve. Alright, the only games left so far is the Marlins and the Rockies. That game is in the bottom of the 9th. Marlins are still winning 6-3. And the Giants and D-backs are still tied at the bottom of the 8th. But yeah, if you guys were not here to witness it, the Phillies got a 6-run inning in the 6th. They take out Ohtani in the middle of a no-hitter, and the bullpen allows 6 runs. So the Dodgers went from winning by 4 to losing by 2. And now the Phillies will look to either add on to that lead or try to prevent the Dodgers from scoring ever again, because that would be great. Get them one step closer to not making the playoffs this year. They're showing the zoom out version at Dodger Stadium right now. Alright, we're back. 6-4 Phillies. Here's the first pitch from Sanchez. I did not make the... He's at 76. Sanchez is at 76. It is a 1-0 count to Freddie Freeman. Here's the second pitch. It is a strike, hitting the bottom part of the zone. It was a 94 mile an hour sinker. They got Orion Kerkering warming up for the Phillies. So Kerkering warming up. Here is the 1-1 to Freeman. Swan hit towards the third base side into the seats. It is 1-2. Okay, I somehow missed the pitch here. It's at 78. Freeman has 2 groundouts so far. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Swan, first base side, foul. Stays 1-2. Sanchez has 5 strikeouts so far tonight. Sanchez trying to make it to have 6. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, second base, Wilson to Harper, and a quick throw is in time. Sanchez has hit 80 pitches in 6 1/3. 5 1/3, excuse me. I can't read. It will bring up Tommy Edman. He is 1 for 2 tonight with a single. Excuse me. Edman trying to make it 2 for 3 tonight. Here is the first pitch from the 6-5 starter. Swung and into the seats it goes for strike 1. Edman is ready. Sanchez delivering the 0-1 count pitch. Outside, ball 1. Changeup that went too far out. 83rd pitch from Sanchez. Edman is ready. Marchand is ready. Here is the 1-1. Right to Weston Wilson. Throw to first is in time. That ball, went directly right at him. And he was at the right place at the right time. Congrats to him. Woo! It brings up Alex Call. He is 1 for 2 with the home run. 2 outs for Sanchez. Here's the first pitch. Down the middle for strike 1. Not even a swing from Alex Call. Alex Call trying to have a 2-hit night here. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Down low for ball 1. Okay. Weird batting stance from Alex Call. I'm not going to lie. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Marchand is ready. Check swing. They're going to say it's a ball, even though the ball hit the strike box. Okay, sure. I don't know. How did I fall behind? I don't know. 2-1 pitch from Sanchez. Edmund, not Edmund. Alex Call is ready. Here it is. Swan towards right field. It is foul. Goes into the seats, actually. One fan got it, and he is luckily happy walking away with a baseball tonight. So it is now 2-2. Alex Call will call his timeout. Call is ready, looking to answer his call for the second hit of the night. Man, that didn't hit. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Inside, full count. 97 on the sinker there. That went ball 3. Here is the full count pitch. Fly ball. Bader doing the crab walk, and he's got it. Sanchez gets the 1-2-3 inning, and the Phillies hang on to a 6-4 lead heading into the 7th. All right, Sanchez is at 89. We will see if the Dodgers go back to the bullpen here. But as of right now, it is a 6-4 lead going to the top of the 7th. With Bryson Stott leading off. And we are back on the commercial break, so you guys are not going to be missing nothing. They will be bringing in Jack Dreyer. Sure. Jack Dreyer is in for Edgardo Henriquez. They're showing a Taco Bell commercial with the Decades Y2K meal. Sure. Don't know if I want that actually. But I believe Sanchez will probably be done after having a 6-inning outing here. So, props for him for only allowing 4 runs. I mean, it could have been worse. I don't know what you guys want me to tell me. Rockies are still down 6-5. They're showing the game summary right now. Phillies were no hit through 5 1/3, mainly because of Ohtani. Harper has a double and 2 RBIs, and Brandon Marsh has a 3-run home run. Max Kepler has a solo shot of his own. But the damage started with Bryce Harper. Well, actually started with Marchand and then added on to Bryce. Here's Jack Dreyer. He's 2-2 with a 2.9 ERA. 69 Ks to 22 walks. In his 62nd game, 3 saves to 5 opportunities. Here is Bryson Stott here in the top of the 7th. Here's the first pitch. Hits the outside part of the box for strike 1. Stott is looking for his first hit. He has a fly out and a ground out. Here's the 0-1. It is way down low. Slider slid too much. Dryer's going to get a new ball here. It is going to be 1-1. Stott is ready. Here is the 1-1 pitch from Jack Dreyer. Fly ball hit foul, 93 on the fastball. And it is 1-2. That ball went towards the broadcast booth. the Dodgers broadcast side of the booth. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Fly ball, foul, Stott almost loses his helmet. That ball went towards the Dodgers dugout. Ump was checking everyone was okay. Yep, that foul ball, the one before, is towards the radio section of the Dodgers booth. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball towards Edman. Throw to first is in time. Stott is 0 for 3. And we're going to have Rafael Marchand up to the bat here. Excuse me. Wow. Once again, who thought speaking would be so hard? Marchand is 1 for 2 with that single back in the 6th. Once again, batting from the right side of the plate. First pitch is a slider called a strike as it hits the top left corner. Here is the 0-1 count. Pitch and swing and a miss. Marchand is down quickly 0-2 as he calls his timeout and look to regroup. Marchand looking to hit his second home run of the season here. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Way inside and low, hitting the dirt. 89 on the slider, slid way too much once again. And it's 1-2. Marchand is ready. Dryer is ready. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball towards third. Throw is in time. Marchand is out. And it's going to bring up Harrison Bader. That went towards Kike Hernandez. And he throws it just in time to beat out Marchand. I don't understand why they have two Hernandezes when the Mets have two Diazes. That makes no sense. Alright, Harrison Bader's first pitch is going to be inside and a little bit low for ball one for Bader. 94 fastball. Bader is ready, and then here's the 1-0. Takes it for strike one. That was probably the pitch to swing at if you wanted to get another hit here. He is 1 for 3 with a single and a run. Here is the 1-1. Swing and hit foul, hitting the catcher, Rotvet. Bro. Here is the 1-2 pitch to Harrison Bader. Swing and a miss, got him. Bader throws his bat, and it's time to stretch. Time to stretch here. Phillies broadcast booth tried to get that baseball, but it was obviously way out of reach. I mean, it was towards the Dodgers part of the booth. The question becomes, who will be pitching for the Phillies? Will it be Kerkering or will it be Sanchez? If I were them, I would probably bring Sanchez out for Kerkering. I mean, he was the one that was warming up the most latest. We haven't heard anything about the bullpen recently, so you would think it would probably come to the point where Kerkering's going to come in now. Yeah, we are on a commercial break. You guys are not going to miss anything right now. If you like this, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. You guys, excuse me. Um, we're on the road to 1,400 subscribers. If you're here in the chat, let me know if you want me to do this again, or in the comments down below if you're watching the post stream. But it is still the middle of the seventh here. We do not know if Sanchez is coming back in or it will be a bullpen arm. It will be Andy Pages to lead off for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the seventh. I'm guessing they're going to stick with Sanchez for 7? They are going to stick with Sanchez with 7 here. So Sanchez is back in after 1, 2, 3 inning into 6th. Looking for another one in the 7th. 23rd start this season with 6+ innings for Christopher Sanchez. 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, and 5 strikeouts. Going against Andy Pages, he's 2 for 2. And he takes one for a strike. I'm actually surprised they kept him in for the 7th. I don't know what they thought about that. But, hey, sure. Pages is ready. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Way up high for ball 1. 96 on the sinker. Here is the 1-1 pitch. It hits the box. Marchand couldn't catch it in time. Well, he couldn't catch it at all. It is a ball. Tanner Banks is warming up for the Phillies in the bullpen. Instead of Kirkering, they had to sit him down. So, with that, maybe they'll turn the Tanner Banks in the 8th. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Pages. It is a fly ball. Right field. Kepler is there to make the catch. And 1 away. Kike Hernandez is up to hit here. 1 for 1 with the home run and the RBI for today's game. He has 3 RBIs tonight. Hernandez is ready. Sanchez, here's the first pitch. Down low, sinker sunk too much. Ball 1. Yep, 2-run home run from Hernandez in the sac fly. Looking for his 10th home run of the season here. Trying to at least give the Dodgers a chance to tie it here. 1-0 pitch is hit foul towards the towards behind home plate, I should say. Alright, they're both ready. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Swung and once again hit behind home plate. It is 1-2. 3 sinkers in a row from Sanchez. Will he make it 4? One and two. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. It is ground ball to shortstop to Harper in time. And they are going to make a pinch hitter substitution here. It is going to be Miguel Rojas for Ben Rotvet. Sanchez is at 97 pitches right now. Miguel Rojas is the substituted pinch hitter here, looking to get the Dodgers a little rally going on here. Rojas is hitting 262. Here's the first pitch. It is a sinker hitting the outside part of the box for a strike. 5 sinkers in a row from Sanchez. Rojas is saying 235 pinch hitting, 4 doubles, a home run, and 13 RBIs. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it is hit towards right field, and it's foul going into the seats. 0-2 to Miguel Rojas. Will Sanchez get out of this with 100 pitches? And will he throw another sinker? They're both ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung and foul. So we're at 100 pitches. Rojas stays alive. 73 strikes to 27 balls for Sanchez. Here's the 0-2 once again, and it is once again hit foul. I believe all of them went towards the first base right field side. And once again, it is a sinker. Oh, wow. It is currently 12-13. Wow. Alright, the 0-2 pitch from Sanchez. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Seven innings from Christopher Sanchez. So we have 7 innings of Sanchez baseball once again. The K counter, presented by nobody but me, goes up to 6. And Sanchez will most likely be done after that inning. Yeah, screw it. I'll go Phillies here. So Phillies are going to go ahead and bat once again. The question is, who will be pitching for the Dodgers? You will find out in a second as we are on a commercial break, so you guys are missing absolutely nothing. If you guys like this kind of stuff, drop a like, hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of my streams or videos. The Dodgers are going to bring out Anthony Banda once again. He pitched last night. So, whoop-de-dee-doo. Diamondbacks walked it off against the Giants. They will take the win. So, with that in mind, it is now going to be Anthony Banda going against the heart of the Phillies order, 3-4-5. I wonder if Nightbot still works. I guess not. So, with that, we are the only game that is still on right now. All the MLB games have finished. Holy crap, my Nightbot still works. It's a miracle. And the Seattle Storm beat the Aces. Wow. They're showing the overview shot of Dodger Stadium right now. But as of now... Oh, sorry, it's 2-3-4. Excuse me. Schwarber's going to lead off here, then Harper, then Brandon Marsh. Dodgers are going to have their new catcher in. Bondo's 5-1 with a 3.47 ERA. 32 walks to 56 strikeouts. This is his 67th game here. And Schwarber called time. They're going to have Dalton Rushing coming in as the new catcher for the Dodgers. Here's the first pitch. Swung third base side, foul. It is 0-1, excuse me. Schwarber is 1 for 3 with a single and a run, thanks to Brandon Marsh. Here is the 0-1 pitch. It is inside. Could have hit him. Once again, could have hit him, but it don't. It is ball 1. 97 on the sinker there, I should say. Schwarber's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Well, it should be 1-1. Excuse me. Ball was low. It is 2-1. NBC Sports has the score thing wrong. It's 2-1, not 1-2. Here is the 2-1 pitch. The ball hits the dirt. 87 slider. It is a 3-1 count. So it's not 3-0. It's 3-1. Schwarber could be swinging here. Jesus. So we have a full count. Dodgers scoreboard's 3-1. Yep. Alright, they fixed it. Sorry, it is a 3-1 count. I don't know why I said 3-2. Thank you, NBC Sports Philadelphia. Here is a 3-1 pitch, and it almost hit him again. So, we're at 5. Yeah, we're at 5. So, Schwarber is on first. He takes a walk after almost getting hit twice. They're going to have Bryce Harper coming up. They're talking about Fan Appreciation Day on September 28th, where all fans receive a 2026 schedule magnet. Actually, that'd be pretty helpful. Alright, so with Schwarber on first, no one out. Phillies have Bryce Harper up the bat. Here's the first pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. Nowhere near the strike zone. Harper just swung and missed, obviously. Harper's 1 for 2 with a walk and a double. 2 RBIs with that double in the 6th. Here is the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, 85 slider, ball 1. If only y'all have Maikel Franco, Dodgers, not Phillies. Or Phillies, you know, maybe you guys can re-sign Maikel Franco. I mean, you know. Here is the 1-1 count for Harper. Here's the pitch. Swan towards the third base side. Hit foul. It is 1-2. Harper used his timeout before the first pitch of the at-bat, so he doesn't have a timeout. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Swan fly to left. And Alex Call makes the catch at the warning track. Schwarber has to get back to first because he tried to steal second. So, with that, Schwarber stays at first. And we have Brandon Marsh coming up to the plate. They're going to show the home run replay that he had against Justin Robleski, where he hit a 3-run home run in the 6th to give the Phillies the lead. Here he is up again, maybe trying to get another home run here. Here's the first pitch, and it's low. 97 sinker for ball 1. We're at 10 pitches. Yep, Brandon Marsh is 1 for 3 with a home run in the 6th. Looking for home run number 12, second home run of the night probably. The 1-0, he's going to throw it to first base. And there's the first disengagement for Anthony Banda. Marsh is going to call timeout here. So runner at first, 1 out. Schwarber taking a solid lead. Adds a little more to that lead. And he's going to steal second. Line drive caught, and it's going to be a double play. Lined to Freddie Freeman. How unlucky can you get? Phillies are down. That is very unlucky from Brandon Marsh. If it was hit anywhere around him, or even above him, he would have had a hit probably. But since Schwarber tried to steal second, he's out. So it's going to be a 3 unassisted double play for Freddie Freeman and the Dodgers. Phillies hold on to the 6-4 lead. We're all back on a commercial break, so you guys are not going to miss anything. We will find out who will be pitching for the Phillies. It will most likely be Tanner Banks. Excuse me, as he's the most random, the most recent pitcher to be shown from the bullpen, as they're showing a Thursday night football ad for the Bills and the Dolphins. I wonder who's going to win that one. Right? We all know who's going to win, right? You all think it's going to be the Dolphins or the Bills? You guys tell me. But we'll find out. Once again, if you guys would like this, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,400 subscribers. David Robertson will be coming in to pitch once again. So, it will not be Tanner Banks. It will be David Robertson going against the top of the order for the Dodgers once we're out of commercial break. $329 a month for $399. Wow, Crown all-wheel drive. Wow, it looks very electric. Toyota turning point here for the Phillies will be the Harper double. That was lined to right, bringing the 2 runs home, and then the Marsh 3-run home run that gave them the lead. But it will be David Robertson in to pitch for the Phillies, as his first pitch is outside for ball 1. Robertson, first save with the Phillies since Game 1 of the 2022 World Series. 1-0 is hit. Fly ball, right field. Kepler's just going to watch. Brandon Marsh did nothing. Nothing. Shohei Ohtani has back-to-back 50 home run seasons, and he brings this game to a 1-run game. You weren't going to keep Ohtani silent. That ball was inside too, and he still crushed it. Anyways, Mookie Betts is up, swing and a miss. 85 on the slider, so strike 1. Robertson trying to not allow another run here. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball, right center field. They're going to have Kepler catch that for the first out of the inning. And it brings up Teoscar Hernandez. Ohtani's the 11th player in MLB history with multiple 50-plus home run seasons. Robertson allowed it with the leadoff with Ohtani, trying to get out of this, only allowing that 1 run. Here's the first pitch to Teoscar. It is in there for a strike. Hernandez is 0 for 3 right now with a ground out, a line out, and a double play. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Down low. Ball 1. 84 on the slider. K counter is staying at 6. This is for total for all the pitchers for the Phillies. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Lined to left field. Marsh is going to run. It's going to get past him, goes to the wall, rolls back, and Hernandez is there standing with a double. Not a good start for Robertson. Also, bad route running for Brandon Marsh. He overran it, and it went to the wall. He slid. He ran too far and he slid. Can't be doing that in this part of the game here. They're gonna take out Robertson here. Robertson's out. They're gonna bring in Tanner Banks. So Tanner Banks will be coming in here after Robertson allowed the solo shot to lead off the 8th for the Dodgers. He did get the one out from Mookie Betts, but then allowed the double to Hernandez, which is why we are here with the pitching change. So we're back on a commercial, and you guys are not going to miss a thing. So Tanner Banks will look to try and get the last 2 outs of this inning. First with Freddie Freeman, and then with Tommy Edman, trying to keep that runner at second and not try and tie this game up. Showing up a Rally House commercial here, which I actually got 2 jerseys from there, actually, back in July. Man, they were expensive jerseys, I can tell you that for sure. Anyways, other than that, there is nothing else going on sports-wise. Woo! Alright, we're back. They're going to show 2026 season ticket deposits. Woo! Once again, Tanner Banks is in for David Robertson here, after Robertson allowed the solo shot and the double to Hernandez. Banks will look to limit the run. Banks will look to limit the damage here and keep the runner at second. It is 6-5 Phillies. Tanner Banks in his 65th game, he has a 5-2 record with a 3.22 ERA, 10 walks to 57 strikeouts. Here is the first pitch from Banks to Freddie Freeman, and it is swung and hit foul. 0-1. Looked like Hernandez was going to steal third. Freddie Freeman's 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Hernandez taking a huge lead at second. For 0-1 pitch is close, but rolled a ball for ball 1. 90 on the sinker. Banks needs to try and get out of this inning here. Here is the 1-1 pitch to Freddie Freeman. Runner doesn't go. It is way inside for ball 2. Excuse me. 91 on the sinker there from Banks. Banks looks ready. Freeman is ready. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. I don't know why Marchand is looking to... Is he looking to try and get him out at second? Is that why he's acting like this? Anyways. Screw you, Ohtani. Here is the 2-2 pitch from Tanner Banks. Way down low. Ball gets away. Runner stays at second. And we got a full count. Once again, Banks needs to get out of this here. Freddie Freeman has the most hits from an active player with 2,420. Bryce Harper is at 9th with 1,795. So here is the 3-2 pitch. Swung and hit towards third base side, hit foul. So, once again, we're at a 3-2 count for Freddie Freeman. Here is the 3-2 pitch. Swung first base side to foul. Once again, and it's going to be 3-2 once again. Banks trying to get out of this inning. 8th pitch coming up for Freddie Freeman. 3 foul balls so far. Here is, once again, the 3-2 pitch. Down low, ball 4. And they're going to have a runner at first and second with 1 out. And they're going to have a mound visit for Tanner Banks. Caleb Coughlin is calling. He's coming out for the Phillies. Talk to him. Once again, trying to limit the damage here for the Dodgers. Last player to win consecutive MVP awards in the National League. Probably going to be Ohtani. No, I'm kidding. Albert Pujols in 08 and 09. Alright, they broke up the mound visit. Tanner Banks trying once again to keep the runners in check. Here comes Tommy Edman, postseason hero in 2024. Will he come up clutch in this game to keep the Dodgers alive for the postseason? He is 1 for 3 tonight. Here's the first pitch to him. Inside, ball 1. Banks needs to throw a strike here. Edman's 1 for 3 with a single and a run. Edman's ready. Here is the 0-1-0 pitch. It is hit towards left field. Hernandez is going to stay at third. So we got bases loaded with 1 out. To be honest, I was kind of down the middle. He hung that a little bit. But Edman gets on with the single. Hernandez is going to stay at third. The bases are going to be loaded for Alex Call. Edman at third. Edman at first. Freeman at second. Hernandez at third. Alex Call to the plate. And it is strike 1 for Alex Call, who has a 304 average with bases loaded, which is in 23 at-bats. 4 for 10 this season with 7 RBIs. No grand slams. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Hits the corner for strike 2. And Call will not look happy there. The fans are not happy either. But that hit the strike zone. Call called his timeout once again. Call looking to make the call here. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Hit behind home plate, foul. And it stays 0-2. Banks trying to get the first out here of the outing here for him. Second for the inning here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball, center field. Marsh going back. He's going to make the catch. Hernandez will tag home. And the game is tied once again. Sacrifice fly for Alex Call. The game is now tied, but it is another out. Phillies will try to get out of this being tied with Andy Pages coming up to plate. He is 2 for 3 tonight with a home run. No, I'm kidding. He's 2 for 3 with singles. Ball 1 way up high. I don't know where Banks was throwing that. Pages, please get out. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. The 1-0 from Tanner Banks is high once again. Another slider. 2-0. Banks trying to throw a strike here. Phillies are 3 for 3 with runners in scoring position. Dodgers are 1 for 2. Here is the 2-0 pitch from Tanner Banks. Fly ball. Right field. Harper's there to make the catch. And the inning is over. But the Dodgers tied up as we head to the top of the 9th inning. And they are going to bring in their closer. The lights turned off for the Dodgers, so it looks like they are going to bring in their closer here. We are on a commercial break, so you guys are not going to be missing anything. If you guys like this kind of stuff, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,400 subscribers. Comment down what you guys want me to do next. I might be streaming once again tomorrow for the same game. Whether the Phillies win or lose, they'll try and take the series or sweep. But it happens. You're not gonna shut out the Dodgers every time. It's only a question of who they're gonna bring in for the Dodgers. Excuse me. Otto Kemp is going to lead off for the Phillies once we're at the top of the 9th, followed by Max Kepler. And we are back. They're showing the LA skyline. Oh yeah, it never rains in LA. That's why it's nice. So top of the 9th here, they're gonna bring in Blake Trinan. So it's going to be Kemp, Kepler, and Wilson. Trinan is 1-5 with a 3.68 ERA in 22 innings so far this season. Otto Kemp is ready for the first pitch, and so is Blake Trinan. Here is the first pitch. And it's down the middle, a nice 83-mile-an-hour sweeper for strike one. 0 for 3 for Otto Kemp, looking to get his first hit. 2 strikeouts and a flyout tonight. Here's this 0-1 pitch. It is hit foul behind home plate. It is quickly 0-2. Kemp called his timeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball, third base. Hernandez in time to beat Otto Kemp. And Otto Kemp is 0 for 4. And here comes Max Kepler, who has a solo home run today. Looking to get on base to try and give the Phillies a chance to win this game. Here is the first pitch to Max Kepler. It is flied out to left, and it's going to be foul. Call would have gotten there if he was a little bit closer towards that foul line, but he was not, and he was not able to get that ball, and it is a foul ball. They're going to show the replays, or the statcast for the home runs by Marsh and Kepler. Kepler's went the farthest, while Marsh went 394. Kepler's went 410. Kepler's ready. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Popped up. Shortstop Mookie. That's Kike Hernandez making that call, and he's going to make the catch. 5 pitches in for Blake Trinan and 2 outs. And we're going to have Weston Wilson come up to hit once again, hitting less than 200 is Weston Wilson. Johan Duran is up to warm up for the Phillies in the bullpen. Here's Weston Wilson. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Here's the first pitch. Down low. Sweeper swept too much. Ball 1. Weston Wilson has, the walk in the 6th. He is 0 for 2, hitting less than 200 now, once again. Here is the 1-0 pitch. Fly ball, left field. That ball's going deep. That ball is hitting off the wall. One hopper. Throw to second is not even in time. Not in time is the throw to second. Weston Wilson is in with a sliding double to left. It gets over the head of Alex Call, and it takes one hopper off that bullpen wall, and he's there for the double. That throw from Alex Call was pretty good as well, but they just couldn't get him out. It's Weston Wilson's 3rd double of the season. He's having a series right now. He's having a good series, with that home run last night and that double tonight. They're having the mound visit at the mound for the Dodgers, as Bryson Stott will look to bring Weston Wilson home, as he is 0 for 3 with a flyout and 2 groundouts, looking to get his first hit of the night here. Ump is there to break it up. Blake Trinan trying to get out of this inning to give the Dodgers a chance to win this game, to keep them up in the NL West standings. Rafael Marchand is on deck, but right now it is Bryson Stott. This is a crucial part of this game. Momentum could shift to either side here. Here's the first pitch. Outside, 96-mile-an-hour sinker for ball 1. 331 average, 8 doubles, a triple, 7 home runs, and 58 RBIs this season, with runners in scoring position for Bryson Stott. Trying to add on to that here. Here is the 1-0 pitch. Up high, 91 cutter, ball 2. I don't think he meant to throw it that high for a cutter. But here is the 2-0 pitch to Stott. Down low, ball 3. Sweeper slept too much once again. And Stott has a 3-0 count. And they're just going to intentionally walk him. So, 10 pitches. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Rafael Marchand is coming up to the plate. He is 1 for 3 tonight with a single back in the 6th. He did score. Once again, it's hitting under 200. And this is a crucial part, as I said once again. Momentum could shift to either side here. Marchand hitting from the left once again. Here is the first pitch to Rafael Marchand. It is down low, almost hitting that bottom left corner for a ball. Trying to get out of this inning here for the Dodgers to try and win this game. Here is the 1-0 count from Blake Trinan. Inside, once again, cutter. Just cut too much. Ball 2. A lot of stuff could happen with these next couple pitches. Trinan looking to throw a strike. Maybe get out of this with a ground ball. Here is the 2-0 pitch. In there for strike 1. Nice little sweeper there from Blake Trinan. Phillies fans are nervous. One dude's biting his nail. Here is the 2-1 pitch. Way outside. Sweeper once again swept too much. Outside for ball 3. Harrison Bader is up in the on deck circle. But right now it is a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fly ball. Right field. It is gone. It's gone. Rafael Marchand. Rafael Marchand. 3-1 bomb. Holy crap. Rafael Marchand. I can't read. It's so tiny. Rafael Marchand, dude. Rafael Marchand, dude. He is literally the best backup catcher not named Garrett Stubbs on this team. It is 9-6 Phillies. Holy crap. Second home run, and it couldn't have came at a better time. Oh my god. It is 1-0 to 0-1 to Bader. It is now 1-1 to Bader. Dude, I cannot believe what just happened. Harrison Bader could add on to this lead, but Rafael Marchand just gave the Phillies two insurance runs, I should say. Ball 2, sweeper swept once again too much. Who said they were going to be drunk tonight? Who said they celebrated too hard? I don't think they did. Here's the 2-1 from Big Trinan. Fly ball left field. Call is going to be there and make the catch. So, with that in mind, it is time for Johan Duran to pitch. All because of Rafael Marchand. 3-run bomb for number 13. 13 NL East divisional titles and 13 on this team with the clutchest home run of this game. You can't make this script up. But we are on a commercial break. You guys are not going to miss anything. If you guys like what you are seeing, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,400 subscribers. I will be streaming tomorrow's game. Phillies versus Dodgers. Phillies would look to probably get the sweep here if they hold on to win this game here. Phillies are going to have to face Kike Hernandez, Dalton Rushing, and it's the bottom of the order. It's going to be Miguel Rojas. No, it's not going to be Miguel Rojas. Yeah, it's going to be Kike Hernandez, Dalton Rushing, and then Shohei Ohtani. So that's the Dodgers' next 3 batters. Do the Phillies get out of this bottom of the 9th here? Or do they allow the Dodgers to tie this game up once again and go to extras? All right, we're back. Johan Duran looking to close out the game tonight, unlike last night, sadly. Duran, in his 20th game, has a 14 saves, 1.62 ERA, .84 WHIP, 22 strikeouts to 1 walk with his tenure with the Phillies right now. The walk came in last night's game. It's the first walk he's allowed this season as a Philly. And it's going to be Max Muncy off the bench to face him to lead off. Also, I didn't realize Max Muncy wears glasses. I mean, I haven't watched Dodgers baseball as much, but I didn't realize he started to wear glasses. I didn't know dude is Jesus Luzardo here. Now here's the first pitch from Duran. It is way up high. 102 on the 4-seamer for ball 1. Muncy is 157 pinch hitting with 3 home runs and 9 RBIs. Here is the 1-0 from Duran. And it's going to be a ground out to second. Throw is in time. 1 away. And it brings up Dalton Rushing. Phillies came back 4 down. Gets 6 in the 6th inning thanks to Brandon Marsh, Bryce Harper, and Max Kepler. Then they allowed 2 more runs from for the Dodgers. And then they come back here with Rafael Marchand's home run. First pitch to Dalton Rushing is 100 in the zone for strike 1. Rushing is hitting 190 with 3 home runs, 21 RBIs, sub 300 slugging percentage. Here's the 0-1 pitch, way up high, back to the 4-seamer. No control whatsoever. Ball 1. Ohtani is on deck. He has hit a home run already, and that was in the 8th. Here is the 1-1. Inside splitter for strike 2. And Rushing will call his timeout, I guess. Yeah, he will. So, Dalton Rushing trying to keep this game alive for the Dodgers, trying to get on base. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Foul ball, hits the netting behind home plate. Okay, I don't know how this stopped. It's 1-2. Okay. So, 1-2 still for Dalton Rushing here. Trying to get his first hit. And here is the 1-2 pitch once again. Pop towards second. Wilson throws it to first, and it's in time. 2 away for the Dodgers. And it's going to bring up Shohei Ohtani, looking to keep this team alive. He is 2 for 4 with the home run in the 8th and the single back in the 1st. Here is the first pitch from Duran. Splitter hitting 100, hits the dirt for ball 1. We're at 8, so, excuse me. Ohtani looking to add on to his home run total. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Up high, 102 fastball for ball 2. We're at 9. Duran trying to get out of this game unscathed. Here is the 2-0 pitch. Inside, ball 3. Here is the 3-0 count that Shohei Ohtani could be swinging at. Here is the pitch. In there for strike 1. No swing whatsoever. Three-one count for Ohtani. Here is the 3-1 pitch. Ground ball hits off Duran. Throws it into first, and the game is over. The Phillies take the series against the Dodgers. And with that, this game is over. It is their 5th straight series win versus the Dodgers. First time since the Pirates did it in 2013 to 2016 when they won 7 straight series. Don't know if that's a word, but with that in mind, this game is over. I can't edit the scoreboard, but it is over. K counter stays at 6. They are at 91 and 61, trying to get that first overall seed and have home field advantage throughout the postseason. But they wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Bryce Harper, Brandon Marsh, Max Kepler, and most especially Rafael Marchand. Without his 3-run home run, we would be in extras right now. And if Duran was in with the 6-6 game, this game would have been over probably. Imagine if that would have happened, but we don't have to. Thankfully. Rafael Marchand has his first hit of the game in the 6th and hits the game-winning 3-run home run in the 9th. Because if you didn't remember earlier, the Phillies were being no-hit. And then once Ohtani was taken out, Marchand got the first hit for the team, got that first rally started, and then he got the rally completed in the 9th with that 3-run blast. So, they wouldn't be in this game without Rafael Marchand. They're going to go ahead and not interview Rafael Marchand. They're not going to do any... Oh, wait. Yeah, they're going to interview Rafael Marchand here. But with that, Phillies take the series. 5th straight time they've taken the series against the Dodgers. And a little coincidence here before I end the stream here. The last time the Phillies won the World Series, they clinched the division in 2008 against the Dodgers in Dodger Stadium. And they would obviously eventually lead on to win the World Series. It is also Rafael Marchand's first career home run in the 7th inning or later. When you have JT Realmuto having his day off, expect some things to happen from Rafael Marchand, whether it be just a base hit or a 3-1 blast to the stands. Whether he's hitting against lefties and righties, he'll still try to get the job done. But Phillies will look to take the sweep tomorrow, but it will come with a challenge, as the Phillies will have Jesus Luzardo on the mound, while the Dodgers have Blake Snell. Snell is 4-4 with a 2.79 ERA, while Jesus Luzardo is 14-6 with a 4.03 ERA. So, Phillies are going to go back with a lefty. It will be a lefty-on-lefty matchup for tomorrow's game. But once again, they're going to look for the series sweep. And with that, they are one game closer to not only getting the bye, but getting the 1 seed in the National League. So, with that, it's 1 in the morning. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,400 subscribers. Once again, I'm going to be live again tomorrow, as it is again a 10-10 game. Woo, West Coast games. Love it. This is also a little trial, so don't worry if I mess anything up here, just like I did today, which, surprise, surprise. But yeah, Phillies beat the Dodgers 9-6. They get one step closer to that first round bye. Offense was quiet until they took out Ohtani, and the bullpen just blew it for them. Dodgers need to find a way to not prevent that from happening again. But that's all I got for you. Same time, same place tomorrow. I'll end this stream in a second. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And hope I see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy.